Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Lockett the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Philly.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Seahawks.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
66. Lunch 49. Lunch 49. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
This is Fournette. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 58 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Lockett the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
54, right there, 54 miles. Squeeze, double.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
1st down, Seahawks.
54 Check, watch 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Jacob Hollister. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
A loss of 9 yards. It's third down. Third and long.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
49 the mic, 149. Go, baby, turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down at the 28. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks him. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Kickoff for Seattle.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drop.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut, it's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
Wait, that 53! I'm coming. 36. 53, lead now! Hey, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. On the run, it's Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
49 the mic, mark 49. Watch the curl. Mike 49. Go Bandit. 49. All you get is a headache.
Throwing again. Brady. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
They'll run with Fournette. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
and those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Again, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 59 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Fournette, a first down, still going. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the
On play action, it's Brady. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Bucs on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
49.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
The 43-yard line.
Brady now to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That throw by Brady incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Man, I got you.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
7-yard line.
Brady going to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
For Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And what is this? We're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And it's incomplete. That's one of the strangest play calls you'll ever see. But they'll get it back at 2nd down. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd.
1st and 10.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And that'll be incomplete, but remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not 4th down yet, so they will keep possession. A lot of confusion, especially in the crowd right now. A lot of folks thinking it's a turnover on downs, but it's not. It's just an incomplete pass. That was 3rd down. Now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand. man's team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.